Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it.
Well, the mission of Afterhours Lacrosse is to bring high-level lacrosse to kids in this local area, whether you're underprivileged or you have money, it doesn't matter. I want lacrosse for everybody. I want them to be able to play field lacrosse. I want them to be able to play box lacrosse, and I want them to develop discipline, strength, coordination, stick skills, and above all, the love of the game, just like I have.
Culture is a big word. I think with culture comes a lot of different avenues to open up and explore. But the first word that comes to my mind is unity. This idea that we're based in St. Catharines, but we service and cater to the entire Niagara region and beyond. We have kids coming from Hamilton and farther. We have kids all the way from Fort Erie and farther. And these kids, like I said, in the summer, they play against each other all year. They've been battling since they were 4 years old. And now all of a sudden they come to the Dark Empire and they come together, they ride together, they fight together, they laugh together, they hurt together. And I think that idea of unity, bringing people together, uniting them under one umbrella and creating that lifelong friendship is how I would describe this culture in After Hours, this idea of unity.
We were playing a game of catch, and I mentioned a store, an After Hours Lacrosse store. But a couple of weeks later, he brought the idea to me of coaching. Basically, I said, hey, I'm all on board, and from there, we haven't looked back.
Eric, he was thinking about starting a lacrosse program, and we were like, well, After Hours Lacrosse is perfect, because if you want to make that minor A team, or if you want to go to the NCAA or make junior B, junior A, you got to put the work in After Hours if you want to improve.
Because if you don't want to work outside of practice and put 2-3 hours outside of practice a night, you won't make it. But if you do love the game, you will do it because you want to do it. You choose to do it. Not because I'm forcing you, not because any coach is forcing you to do it, because in your heart, there's nothing funner to do. Lacrosse is it.
The most rewarding part of After Hours Lacrosse is the kids. It's that simple. When I coach the 5-6 team and we have a child in our team score his first goal and he comes off with a smile on his face and his mom and dad are on the sidelines jumping and hollering, we're successful.
We didn't have anything like this in Niagara, and so he just decided that he wanted to start something special down here. And I told him, I'll be along beside you every step of the way. I would love to help out any way I could.
What inspired me to start After Hours Lacrosse was during COVID, I was working with another program, and then unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we had to stop operations. And I came back to my local community and I realized that the kids around here were being treated unfairly. We had to drive very long distances, pay a lot of money. So I decided to open up this program to help the kids in the local community, St. Catharines, Niagara region and beyond, Hamilton, even the USA, to get an opportunity to play lacrosse outside of the summer in their local community. So that was one of the main reasons.
We're playing lacrosse all winter, so if you truly do want to improve and you want to just get that extra step next year and get a jump on all the other kids, then why not play throughout the winter and learn from a bunch of great coaches?
What does lacrosse mean to me personally? Well, pretty much everything. As you can see, I have a tattoo on my left arm of a lacrosse stick. I bring it with me everywhere. It's given me everything in my entire life, from a job now as a professional lacrosse player. It's given me lifelong friends who are now my family, who help run After Hours Lacrosse. It's given me protection when I was a kid in rough neighborhoods, because I always had a stick in my ball, so people stayed away from me. And it gave me, honestly, true happiness. Every time I was out there, every time I was playing, every time I was able to play, it just made me happy. Even though my body hurts, I've been injured a couple times, it just brings true happiness to my heart, and lacrosse is literally everything to me. So I'm so happy that I've been able to share that love of the game with others.
You learn so much playing lacrosse and being on like a team like this, or any team, and it just, the values carry on in all aspects of life.
If these parents are willing to take their kids out every Tuesday to come to After Hours Lacrosse, take these kids across North America so that they can play and get exposed, then I have to be here, right? Like if I have something to offer and I have something that the parents want, or the amazing coaching staff that we have, from my brother to Corey to Evan, Jeff and Mike and all the coaches, Mitchell, Max, Jacob, everybody that's involved in this, if the parents want it, we're here. And that's what motivates me to come back, right? Like they show up, so I have to show up. There's days when I don't want to be here. There's days when I've had a long day at work. That doesn't stop these kids from showing up. They've got a long day. These parents have a long day. These kids have a long day. It doesn't matter. They show up, I have to show up.
I'd say the most rewarding part is just seeing everybody have fun and just seeing actually the improvement. If you go back to last year, our 10 and 9-year-olds, they couldn't pass and catch the end of the year. We went to this Ellicottville tournament. They were losing by 8, 9 goals, and by the end of the year, fast forward in January, we're in Ohio and we win a box lacrosse tournament. And the kids played amazing and they were the happiest kids I've ever seen. And that for me is what I value the most.
I decided to go with the hybrid model because I believe that the kids in this community deserve an education as well, and field lacrosse brings education. And then box lacrosse gives you toughness, gives you strength, gives you determination and desire, and it also gives you the opportunity to go pro. In Ontario here, our main sport is box lacrosse. So at the end of the day, I wanted to give the kids a taste of the American field lacrosse lifestyle, but also, keep that passion for box lacrosse going that we constantly do anyways.
The game of lacrosse has evolved exponentially from back in the day until now, and it's going to continue to evolve. And I think After Hours Lacrosse, we've done a good job at coming in at the right time. When I grew up, when my brother grew up, there wasn't many teams in Southern Ontario that offered an opportunity for kids from our area to even go down to the States to witness anything, or to play, or to go to schools and have tours or any of that sort. So we've come in at a time where we've been able to provide an opportunity and an avenue for these kids. And being as a referee, and seeing a lot of lacrosse, I get to see that the game isn't physical anymore. The game is technical, the game is fast, the game is fundamentals. And here at After Hours Lacrosse, we really preach that. We make sure their stick skills are right. We make sure that their footwork is right. We make sure that their effort is right, because at the end of the day, when you go to school, when you go to Division I, when you want to be a professional lacrosse player, that's what your coach is looking for. They're not looking for the biggest hitter. They're looking for the hardest worker. They're looking for the person who can pass and catch. They're looking for the person who can run the floor. And that's what we at After Hours strive to bring. And I think the way the game is going, you look at the NLL, it's becoming a lot more Americanized with these running gun athletes, these big, strong men. And that's what we're trying to create here. Men, grown men, ready to play lacrosse, ready to play the game that we love, and ready to sacrifice for their jersey, for their family, for their friends, and for their coaches.